Money mistakes that can cost you millions. The difference between someone who retires wealthy and someone who works forever, it's not luck. It's avoiding a handful of money mistakes. Today, I'll show you the ones that you can avoid and that can quietly cost you millions. And I'll break it down in a few different points. So, mistake one, lifestyle inflation. Let me give you an example. You've got a young professional, they get a raise, and immediately they upgrade their car, they upgrade their apartment, maybe they go get themselves a nice new watch, and they end up increasing their expenses, threefold, let's say. And if you break that down, even like 500 extra a month spent would equal 180,000 lost over 30 years investing at 8%. So just let that sink in. 180k lost over 30 years investing at 8%. That would just be like sticking it in an S&P tracker. The second is not understanding credit or credit cards. Making sure that you don't fall into the credit card minimum payment trap, because then you're just going to get punished with interest rates. An example of that, 10k, this really will blow your mind. 10k debt at 20% interest equals 30 years to pay off making minimum payments. That is insane. And, that trip you took on credit could become the most expensive vacation of your life. So be very, very careful with the, credit cards. Number three, no tax planning. Another example, two people invest 1 million. One uses tax wrappers, offshore planning, one doesn't. The wealth gap after 20 years, hundreds of thousands. What's the tip? Don't skip tax strategy. It's wealth defense. And then also, I would say point 4 would be market timing. And missing the best 10 days in the market can cut returns in half. Example, investors panic in 2008, or even more recently, you panicked during like Liberation Day with Trump, or, during the COVID scare, and you miss that rebound, the cost can be huge. Your time in the market is timing the market, is the tip I could say on that. The mistake number 4, I would say ignoring alternative assets. The wealthy diversify into real estate, private equity, there's so many options out there. There can be art, but art's a bit, you really need to know what you're doing with that. Things like wine, whiskey, I can go into that in more detail, but that's not the point of this video, than just holding stocks. But also be aware of other options that are out there. But as always, do your due diligence. An investor stuck in equities during inflation versus one holding real assets can make a massive difference. Then number 6 would be not insuring and protecting your wealth. Your biggest asset in life is your ability to earn an income. And if you're a business owner and the worst thing happens and you pass away without insurance, your family would be forced to sell all of the assets at a discount. So protection is as important as growth. And also not starting early. This is one of the biggest ones I see. It would blow your mind how many people I meet that have left this planning so late. And investing $500 per month for 25 years versus 35 years would make a 1 million difference at retirement. That is huge. Let that sink in. And that just comes down to compounding interest. So your future self is begging you to start today. And, just the final one I would say would be not following good advice. That would be it. Whenever you're getting any kind of advice on your finances, it's always good to check, double check, even triple check. Wealth isn't about hitting jackpots, it's about avoiding mistakes. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching Expat Money Chat. Hope you found this useful. We've got lots more content coming in the future around these areas. So hit the follow, hit the subscribe, and drop any comments in the, comment section. Thanks for watching.